spread the word. Now, Debi, just very quickly, you've got your latest blog up.
I have indeed. NHS real life experiences. Thank you to everybody that sends me their stories. Please check out my blog this week. And also, do you know what you've given Twitter permission to do? If not, read my blog this week. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for that. Well, we've got an interview going out tomorrow, which is Léon Krier joining me to look at architecture and big planning in this case, and including the linear Supercity of Neom, which is out in the Middle East. Really very interesting interview, so do join us for that. David Scott is being active, so this is 7 o'clock Wednesday, the 6th of September, No to War demo, Glasgow Green. Sorry, that is the YouTube channel there on the 6th of September. Glasgow Green is Saturday, the 26th of August. So freeze your screen and have a look at that advert to make sure we've got it right. And I couldn't resist this, sent into the UK column, Welsh Government giving people a warning that from the 17th of September 2023, most 30-mile-an-hour speed limits will change to 20. My question is it 20 miles an hour or is it really 15 minutes as part of the agenda for 15-minute cities? We will see. Alex, I think this one is for you and Agenda 21 and the Great Reset.
Some of our viewers, Brian, will know that Iurie, Roșca, who was briefly the Deputy Prime Minister of Moldova some years ago, has become prominent in the geopolitical commentary scene in the free or alternative or new media. And he's invited me, along with a bunch of other interesting people, not as I'm calling myself interesting, but the others are, to his own hometown, Chișinău, the capital of Moldova. And that's running over the weekend. I'll be there for the first day of that on the Saturday. The title is UN Agenda 21 and the Great Reset, subtitle The Fall from Liberalism to Technocracy and Transhumanism. He's a spectacularly well-read chap and has a healthy degree of skepticism about the financial plans of both West and East. Closely aligned, I would say, in thinking with Ian Davis, so our regular viewers will know what kind of position he takes. There's a lot of debate about the BRICS at the moment, so I'll be reporting back as best I can, although not next week, alas, but sometime in the near future, to the UK column audience about what I learned from that conference. Just to fill people in on what's happening on the child sexualization matter, thank you to Hugh, a regular visitor in Northern Ireland, for sending us this footage from last Sunday, the 3rd of September, if I remember the date right, which is Hands Off Our Children. You can see the banner there, taking a stand for our children's future. And we're just going to play out a few seconds silently here of the scope of this rally. And Belfast is not a huge city, and anyone who's familiar with it will know that it's pretty close to City Hall and Europa Hotel and so on. You can see the banners here: let kids be kids, hands off our kids, leave our kids alone. Something you'd more usually see in Eastern Europe. So it is heartening to see that this amount of interest has been roused, although, of course, Northern Ireland would be the place anywhere in the UK to get that degree of interest. And just a very brief video segment to close out the reports. But before that, to report that Dr. Anna Lutfi's interview has gone down very well yesterday on her legal case against the Department for Education in the matter of child sexualization, the PSHE curriculum. That's a sneak preview of the fully hyperlinked transcript that I'm putting together, which is why it will take a day or two to get the video on the website. I'll just give people a couple of quotations of what was said during the live chat by our members as they listened to Dr. Lutfi. One said, "Once you understand that the end game is to diminish the status of the family, destroy the soul, and make people dependent on the state, it all makes sense why. That is why PSHE is taught to small children." Another wrote, "It seems to me that the schools are training young people to want services that they would never have needed or even dreamed about without this curriculum. It's an attack on what makes our country great." Well, an American who feels the same way, sorry, I don't know the state or the school board, did a trick which has been pulled several times now across the West, reading to school boards, and most memorably by the Scottish Family Party chairman, Richard Lucas. He did the same thing, reading to a school board with the materials that they themselves allow into children's classrooms to sexualize them. Of course, this was America, so it ended with a threat of violence rather than a bit of outrage. But here is the clip of an American father, I think he's a father, pointing out to a school board what sexualization goes on in primary schools.
Page 265. As if letting him finger me was going to cure all my problems.
But I will not be there, and that we will continue
Stop
to
running circles.
I will stop you there.
Then another thing to slip up and take the microphone.
Yes, sir. I ask you to stop. I ask you to stop.
I have allowed these folks to be in the school system for too long out of the way and saying nothing about what's going on. It's wrong. It's terrible. It's evil. Read the book.
Yes, sir.
Allow the world to see me removed for reading the pornographic book that's handed out. This is not good. I don't give a fight. I back the movie. Kick me out. That's right. Get it. Turn me out for reading the pornographic material.
Well, a short video clip that says it all. Stand up and read out fact, tell the truth, and you are the one who will be removed from the meeting. And of course, that's happening in the States, it's happening in UK, and it's happening in many other Western cities. It is an attack on the family.